Our phone number is 877-937-1047. The text line, you text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. The first text, the most recent text, is from a 480 number. And it says, the Grant and Kate podcast is definitely my favorite. I love their interactions with each other and how they laugh all the time. They have the best dynamic. Kate sounds super cute. That's from our Couples Therapy podcast that dropped yesterday on the John, Jane, and Rich On Demand channel. It was very entertaining, Grant.
Oh, you listen to it?
I listen to everyone's podcast.
Well, thanks for listening, brother. I appreciate it.
I like how in the very beginning of the podcast you promote your other podcast.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you knew that was coming. I got to get papered, brother. That's 2025.
There's something I pulled from the podcast that I thought was hilarious.
Uh-oh.
And I've known... How long have you worked on this show?
11 plus.
11 plus years?
Yeah.
And I have never heard you laugh like the way you laughed on this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sadly, I guess we've never made you really laugh.
Man, you laugh all the time. We're having
Not
fun.
like this. Listen to this. This is your wife says something to you and you're laughing. If you guys paid attention to Grant's laugh, it's freaking hilarious.
Could you imagine throwing up eating food? That'd be the worst time ever.
I was like, I've never heard you laugh like that before, dude.
I mean, that subject was funny though, right? Like,
the whole thing was funny, but I've never heard you laugh like that. I was like, damn, I thought we were a funny show.
No, he laughs at us, not with us. I liked your podcast. I think your wife's adorable.
she's the best.
And when she gets mad at you, I am very familiar with that.
Some folks think we broke the couples therapy format, and they're kind of mad at me.
I think it's good to break format.
Yeah, no, there's
to do
just like
something different.
apparently there's all these rules that
What's
we have to follow.
format?
I don't know.
What rules?
I don't know.
What were they mad about?
Reddit has turned on me, brother. Reddit has finally turned on me.
Nick said that he read all these text messages and all these DMs, and they were all positive, just like all the ones I have here. They're all positive.
Awesome.
But then he goes to the Reddit thread, and there people are bagging on you.
Yeah, they were
who cares about the Reddit thread?
No, they were like, he didn't even do it. I'm like, yeah, I did. We did exactly.
Wasn't it really? It was like 45 minutes.
What's the format?
I
We
don't
have
know.
no format.
There is
no format.
There is no format. It's just as long as you are a couple,
right?
It works.
Yeah, and we talked about our relationship and some of the show stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
I loved it.
We had an awesome time. Thank you for having us.
There's a text that says, John, Jane, Rich, on a scale of 1 to Snoop Dogg, how high were Grant and Kate on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
1 to Snoop.
I mean,
were you high?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, I mean,
So, not all the way Snoop.
I was probably like a 3 or a 4. Yeah, standard operating.
Yeah,
high.
but you had that honey stuff in you, too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that helped. That made me crazy, dude. After the podcast was done,
I could tell your temperature was high.
Oh, it was hot in there.
What is the honey stuff that you take from the gas station?
So basically, I buy everything anyone at a smoke shop tells me to buy. Like, that's just my rule of thumb. And this guy basically was like, hey, do you like to get stimulated in other ways? And I said, tell me more, brother. He walked me over, and he pulled out this little packet of honey, and he's like, this will get you fired up for your lady anytime you want to.
But then you were also saying in the podcast how your body temperature went up.
My body temperature, I literally half of the packet, and I was like sweating. And apparently, if you take too much of this honey, from what I've been reading, you hallucinate. It causes all kinds of.
my gosh,
but in the small amount of honey, it makes you. It does.
So did it work?
Yeah.
And did you guys go for it at the end?
Yeah, I mean, not at the end of the podcast.
No, I don't know, but I mean, I've met your wife several times. She used to work here, and I did not ever know that her personality was as outgoing as it was in the podcast.
She's the best. Yeah. She's the best. I'm so happy. I love her so much.
Good. You guys are so cute.
Well, thank you for listening, John J.
Yeah, of course.
And everyone.
It's the Afterwards podcast. I'm sorry. God, I keep saying afterwards. It's not. It's the John J. Rich On Demand podcast. So wherever you get, like, if you're listening to this on a podcast, it's on you got to scroll down. Because as we put the more podcasts up, it goes down on the feed. But you search wherever there's podcast, John, Jane, Rich, and it's our on-demand podcast. Okay, the other thing going on in the show is, I remember Peyton's dilemma about this wedding she was going to go to. I saw a lot of the pictures, and I was trying to figure out what dress you wore. But one thing that did stand out to me on social media was everyone was wearing a green dress. Mm-hmm. Like, if you would have worn a green dress, you definitely would have been in that wedding party.
Yeah, I definitely would have blended in. And I'm glad that I didn't wear the original green dress that I wanted to wear because, like you said, John Jay, I would have been matching everyone, but like my color green dress was the exact color of like all of the decor. And so I was like, okay, thank goodness I didn't wear this dress. Yeah, but I posted like a little transition video of all my
It's
outfits.
beautiful.
I love
thanks.
it. I love that
There's
video.
so many good dresses.
I know. And like 2 of them I've worn to weddings before. But everyone voted for the green dress. And I was like, I know. It's so cute.
It just
That
was so, I mean, they were all really great, but that one just like, it was so flattering. Like, it was
Thank
fire.
you. Oh, I loved it. I thought it
The
was
green
so
one or the one she wore?
Well, the green one.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't want to wear the green one, obviously. And the one you wore was beautiful, but it was
you.
like like you were explaining to me, that's why you loved that dress, because of how it fit you, and it really did just accentuate like every great part of you.
Yes, all of the curves for sure. So I decided I was going to return it, but then I decided I'm just going to keep it for this weekend and wear it to Dog Mom's event. I'm like,
There you go.
I'll wear the green
Wear
dress.
the green
I
dress.
But you guys, the outfit that I did end up wearing, I wore this like milkmaid navy blue dress, and all of you guys have seen me wear that dress before because that's the same dress I wore to Grant and Kate's wedding. Like a year ago.
Yeah, and then I noticed the other one, isn't that the one you wore to Rich's wedding? The polka dot one?
No, I wore that to my cousin's wedding like a couple years ago. Rich and Stacy's wedding, I wore like a long sleeve green dress.
Okay.
Well, there's the video you made is up at John J. Rich on Instagram, and it's fantastic. I sent Peyton a message. I was like, man, that's a great video. It's really cool the way you did it.
Thanks.
Yeah, so go to John J. Rich and see it. By the way, how come I saw your dad's video. You weren't in Los Angeles this weekend to follow your family tree?
I was not in LA this weekend. I did have plans to go. I was supposed to leave Saturday morning and hop on a flight. And by the time I got home from that wedding, I didn't pack. I was drunk. I was like, I cannot get on a flight in 8 hours. So I called my mom. I was like, can you please cancel my flight and get my money back? And so I didn't end up going. And plus, it was such a quick turnaround. I would have had to come back tomorrow or yesterday.
But was the family disappointed? That,
Yeah, of course they
weren't
were. They FaceTimed me and all that kind of stuff. And I was sad I wasn't there too, but we're going to go out in like 2 months. So I will have an update on my family tree.
So you were like, I'm too hungover to come to Grandma's birthday party or Grandma's service or whatever it was.
My grandpa's birthday, yes. And he understood because he's a real one. He was pretty upset, though, because my boyfriend Kadeem cut all of his hair off. And I posted a picture of me like kind of like kissing his face on my Instagram story. And apparently my grandpa thought it was a totally different man and was like, how could Pepe do that to him? We loved him. And my mom and dad had to reassure him that it's the same man. He just cut his hair off.
All right, quick recap. The Couples Therapy Podcast is on the John J. and Rich On Demand channel, wherever you get podcasts. Peyton's transition outfits are up at John J. and Rich on social media. And Kyle, what's 3 things? What's coming up with 3 things?
This is kind of scary. So the Wall Street Journal did a test of Meta's AI-powered chatbots. Now, you know they've paid celebrities big bucks to use their names for this. And in this test, they actually found the bots engaging in sexually explicit conversations with users posing as children. In the conversations, the bots even... there was one that was done with John Cena's voice, simulated an inappropriate and illegal conversation, even acknowledged that doing so was illegal in the chat. So Meta came forward and they were like, this investigation is so manufactured. It's not just fringe, it's hypothetical. They said, nevertheless, we've now taken additional measures to help ensure other individuals who want to spend hours manipulating our products into extreme use cases will have an even more difficult time of it. Instead of just saying, hey, this is a big problem, and these celebrities who are like getting paid a lot of money to be able to use their voices, there were Disney characters involved in this research too. Instead of just saying this is a problem, we need to fix it, they slammed the research being done about it. I'm like, we got to do better, Meta. That's very disturbing. A lot of people feel guilty about taking their vacation days, but research has shown you need that vacation for your mental and physical health, but it's not just taking days off. In this recent study that they did, they say that taking an actual vacation away once a year for an entire week can boost your health in a big way. In fact, they found it's not just your mental health. It's not just a break for you. They found it can actually cut your risk of heart disease by 30%, help lower your blood pressure and blood sugar. It even can extend your life about 20%. They said a week off is ideal, but even short getaways can help reduce stress, depression, and chronic inflammation. So I saw this study about how many people are looking for jobs right now, and this job is pretty amazing. So there's a Manhattan-based company called Spot and Tango, and they are looking for an intern to smell dog breath and evaluate it. And they're trying to find dental solutions that work for dogs. But in this, the job posting actually says, we're looking for someone who has a nose that can detect even the faintest hint of funk to help them take canine oral hygiene to the next level. The internship, it's the summer internship, will pay $25 an hour and will also compensate whoever's hired with unlimited puppy kisses. So cute, but also could be so rank.
It's cute when they're puppies, but when you have older dogs, their breath is rank.
Pretty funky.
But the thing that made me feel good about it, like, and maybe it's not going to be that bad, is they said even the faintest hint of funk. So it's like, maybe you're just like smelling not when it's not too bad yet, or something like that. Anyway,
If they're going to pay you for it, it's going to be bad.
the job is out there. If it sounds like something you'd like to do, go for it. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Speaking of dogs, there's only a couple of spaces left for Blake's Dog Moms Day. It's Saturday? It's Saturday. It's this Saturday. Go to Love Pup Foundation on Instagram, and there's links there where you can get tickets and hang out. It's going to be great. It's a beautiful event. What's the vibe for horoscopes today, Peyton?
I'm going to tell you what your unexpected plot twist will be this week based on your zodiac sign.
So call us right now at 877-937-1047. Constance, good morning. What's your sign? Constance.
Oh, sorry. I'm a Taurus.
Okay, so Taurus, this week, love is about to surprise you. So whether it's an old flame showing up or a new connection that's shaking up your plans, your heart is about to get a major plot twist, so make sure that you stay open to it.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, I feel like today is either like a manifestation of your, unexpected plot twist or a PSA.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Thanks, Constance.
Also, my birthday's on Monday.
Ooh, happy early birthday. You got to call us back on Monday.
Today is Monday.
I will. Well, next Monday.
All right.
Next Monday.
All right.
Perfect.
Bye, Constance. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
What do you got for Pisces?
Pisces, Rich is my Pisces. Rich, your unexpected plot twist this week. Your worldview is about to expand fast. So whether it's a trip or a new course at school or a chance to explore something totally outside of your comfort zone, you're going to see life through a whole new lens after this week.
Conspiracy theories, opening things up. I think that's what it's going to be.
Hey,
More truth.
take what you want with this.
Like those chemtrails all across the sky that people
Hey.
keep texting me about nonstop.
Oh my goodness. Here you go.
What do you got for Libras?
Libra, Kyle is my Libra. Libra, the money plot twist for you is real. An unexpected opportunity to level up your income or a surprising shift in how you earn some money is about to open doors that you didn't even realize were there this week.
I would love that. That would be fantastic.
That's a manifestation for you.
Yeah.
Love that.
Putting that out there.
Yes.
Rachel, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I'm a Capricorn like Grant.
Yes. Okay. Grant and Rachel, for your Capricorn plot twist, your dreams and social circle this week are going to be shifting in ways that you didn't even think. New friendships, surprising alliances, and even a new goal that you didn't even think you'd ever chase are all in the mix this week.
Great. I get to add a new goal.
Yes. Love that for you.
Thank you.
Bye, Rachel. Hi, Susan.
How are you?
Good. What's your sign?
Virgo, like John Jay.
Perfect. Okay. John J., Susan, your Virgo plot twist this week. Don't be surprised if a new friendship or an unexpected conversation shifts your whole perspective.
Don't you both dread new friendships?
New social connections are headed your guys' ways, and they are bringing major opportunities with them.
Oh, wow. That might be okay.
Thanks, Susan.
Wine bar present. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Sounds
I
like
actually
you.
had something like that happen to me. Do you guys remember when I went to West Palm Beach for the Tony Robbins seminar?
Oh, yeah.
So me and this one guy there kind of connected a little bit, and we've DM'd each other, but not much, done a lot. He actually invited me to speak at his wellness seminar on May 10th in Hollywood. And I was he asked me yesterday, and I was like, I think I can do that. And then he goes, okay, I'll send you a one sheet and the information. And I haven't heard back from him. So I kind of feel maybe he was like, oh God, he wasn't expecting me to say yes. And then, but I'm like,
That's how you would look at stuff, but he's not looking at it like
the
that.
guy's a total badass. In
If he
fact, did
asked
you
you.
see Paris Hilton at Stagecoach?
Yeah.
He was with her.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
He was with Paris and Lizzo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it's kind of wild seeing this guy's career, what he's done in the last 20 years. It's pretty damn amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so then, and he lost 400 pounds. And so he's doing, he's always posting cold plunge and his diet and all this stuff. And I was just like, so he's
400 pounds.
Yeah, and he's done it like the hard way.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's got a podcast with Kelly Osbourne, and he's friends with Kelly Clarkson. And,
All the Kellys.
Yeah. So anyway, so he's like, I'm doing this thing. It's from 1 to 4, and he's having people speak in 15-minute increments and wanted me to speak. And I said, sure. And I just threw it out there so I'd be like in an uncomfortable setting.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of hoping now he doesn't follow up.
That'd be really good for you.
Oh, it was just like the thing I went to a couple weeks ago. Like I wouldn't normally do that.
Yeah.
But
That's
now
good.
it kinda
Fish out of
happened.
water stuff is good.
Dion, good morning. What's your sign?
Leo.
Ooh, just like me. Okay, Dion, our plot twist this week. Change is coming at the roots of our lives, our home, our family. A move, a family shakeup, or a big decision around where we belong can completely change the whole vibe of our year. So big things coming for us this week.
Oh boy, I don't know about that.
I know, this made me a little nervous. I was like getting a little hot as I was telling you that.
It sounds like a good thing, though.
It does, but like change is tough for people, especially me.
Yeah, that sounds scary though, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thanks, Dion. If we didn't get to your sign there, I'll post it on our website, johnjaneRich.com. Stacks and hacks. I have stacks information. Rich has life hacks. Thanks to a new study, scientists may have pinpointed the age when bad habits like smoking, drinking, and not exercising start to trigger health problems. That age is 36.
Better get after it, people.
I still got some time.
Poll asks, why do people splurge on new phones? And women are more likely to say it's because their current phone breaks or gets too slow. Men are more likely to just want a newer model. Woman in Virginia says she's traumatized after she found a baby snake in her margarita at a Mexican restaurant. Apparently it got through an air conditioner, fell from the ceiling, bounced on her forehead, and landed in the drink. They comped her meal, but she said she's not going back. Of course not.
I leaned in to take a sip, and I noticed that something hit me on the forehead, and I looked at my husband like, what was that? And when I turned around, I saw the snake in my margarita.
Ew.
And I just jumped away from the bar at that point. It was moving. It started wrapping around my straw. They grabbed the stick trying to get it, and I was just like, please don't let it go in my purse. Another man that was having dinner on the other side of the bar came, and he grabbed it and took it out. I left shaking like I was traumatized.
I would die. I would die. Ugh, that poor woman.
A radio station in Australia is facing heat after listeners figured out they've been using an AI host for 6 months. People are angry that they weren't at least upfront about it. Some Southwest passengers flying from Philly to Chicago had a rough flight the other day. I saw this over the news yesterday. As the plane was landing, a passenger stripped down and pooped on her seat.
Gross.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's
What's
like,
wrong with
I have to
people?
go, I have to go. And they go, take your seat, ma'am. And maybe it was one of those moments where I got to go. And they won't let her. Like, I think if you're, let her go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
A guy in Missouri got arrested after a high-speed chase with the police. He told them he was testing out his cousin's theory that cops won't chase you if you drive over 100 miles an hour.
That's too honest.
Wow.
And this is kind of like the video of the day. I saw this over the weekend. But this woman went to Starbucks here in Phoenix, and she brought her rooster with her. And she was, how they have pup cups?
Mm-hmm.
She asked for a cluck cup.
Do you have a cluck cup? Pup cup? Absolutely. Okay. I hear your pup asking for it. He's actually a rooster. Oh, shut up. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing him. What the heck? What's his name? Fluffy. Oh, that's so cute.
So I see customer calling. Oh my god, nice chicken.
Can I take a picture? Yeah. Made my day. Hello. Oh my god.
Nice chicken. That's so funny.
There's a story about these huge songs and who they were written by. And I thought it was pretty darn interesting. For example, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. Remember
Love
that
that song.
Yeah, that's written by Jesse McCartney and Ryan Tedder from One Republic. Manic Monday by the Bengals is written by Prince. Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. Anyone know who wrote that?
Christina Aguilera.
Nope. Avril Lavigne.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Little Things by One Direction. Ed Sheeran. Get the Party Started by Pink, written by Four Non-Blondes and Linda Perry. Irreplaceable, Beyonce.
Rihanna.
Neo.
Neo wrote that. Forget You by CeeLo.
That was Bruno Mars, right?
Bruno Mars.
Dang, Rich.
Wow.
Till the World Ends by Britney Spears. Who wrote that?
Justin Timberlake.
Kesha.
Ooh, I like that song.
Kesha, what do you got for life hacks, Rich?
The worst speeding ticket, the most expensive speeding ticket I have ever gotten in my whole life was in Awatuki when I ran a yellow light into a red light. And I thought the yellow light was yellow for just a few seconds, and I thought they were scamming people, but it was very expensive because that is what they call, I think it's dangerous when you run a red light because, people can get hurt. So that's criminal speeding. So here's the hack to figure out how long yellow lights are. So it's pretty easy. The amount of time a yellow light stays yellow corresponds with the first digit of the speed. So if it's 50 miles an hour, you got 5 seconds through a yellow light. And they say the tickets that they send the most are in 35-mile-an-hour speed zones because you only get 3.5 seconds of a yellow light. So when you're thinking about, can I go for it or can I not go for it through the yellow, look at the speed, and then you'll know how much time you have. That's a hack that will save you lots of money in criminal speeding fines down the road, and that's up at johnjanerich.com.
Okay, so my son Dutch was with his friend Gavin, and they were at Chipotle. And they said, this dude walks up to them, tall, lanky dude, blonde hair, cowboy hat, and sits down at their table and tries to sell him cologne. Cologne. Gavin buys it, $40 for a bottle of cologne. Nice big bottle of cologne. The reason I know this story is because they kept it in our fridge in the garage.
In the fridge?
In the fridge. The guy told him that he needed to keep it in the fridge.
Okay.
When I open up the fridge in the morning, I get some water and stuff out of the fridge in the garage. I see this bottle, and it's it looks like it came from a sex shop. It's this weird stuff. So Gavin bought it and said, I can't keep this in my house. And Dutch was like, my parents don't care. And he's right, except I didn't know what it was until I said, what is this? And it's called liquid panty remover.
Excuse me?
That's the brand of cologne.
Gosh.
No
That's
wonder
the brand.
he threw down $40. He's like, let's go.
Does it smell good?
It smells really good. Dutch wore it he went to his second prom on Saturday, and he put it on, and I smelled it. It smelled really, really good.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was like, so yesterday, I was like, so how'd that cologne work? He goes, come on, man.
Oh my gosh, John Jay.
I know.
Did you bring it so we can smell it?
No, I should have brought it. I didn't. But I actually, just to mess with him, I was like, yesterday morning, I was like, dude, I used it. You're right. I was like, your mom. I was like, oh my God. He's like, whoa, hey, okay. And this reminded me when I was in college, I remember I worked at the check cashing place. And I'd sit behind these bulletproof windows and cash checks all day. And I remember a guy would come in and sometimes goes, hey, man, a friend of mine broke into a jewelry store and we got these gold chains with something for $100. And I was like, $100 for a gold chain? And I bought them. And I remember that later they turned green. Or that went to a pawn shop to sell them.
Not real gold, huh?
Yeah, like
Maybe not all they were all cracked up to be.
And then I remember when I lived in Cincinnati, I was getting gas one time, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, hey, man, I got all these movies, first-run movies. They're just out in the theaters. You can have them before anybody else. And I was like, hell yeah. So I remember I bought this movie. It was with Al Pacino. It was called The Devil's Advocate. Is that it? Yeah. And I remember I put the movie in the DVD player, and the movie starts, and then in front of the movie, you see a guy go, excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah.
Like a guy gets up, like he was, they put it up in a handheld recorder, and then I'm watching the movie, like, wait a second. And then this guy in the movie got popcorn and went to the bathroom so many times, he interrupted the flow of the movie. I couldn't watch it. Oh my goodness,
that just unlocked one of my favorite parts of my childhood right there. I remember going to LA for the summers with my dad, and we'd go to the Garmick District in downtown LA, and super sketchy. But we'd always get the bootleg movies, and it was my favorite thing of it. We'd watch it in our little DVD player in the car. It was the best.
But was it also like that?
It was exactly like that. And it would be a small little movie
just
screen.
the movie.
Yeah, because they would record it illegally in the movie theater, but it was before you did all that stuff. I just turned my microphone off, getting all excited over here about bootleg movies.
Peyton talks with her hands.
I do.
But here's the thing. Those are all bootleg and they're terrible, but liquid panty remover smells really good. I'll bring it in here, but I'm afraid.
I think it's really sketchy you have to keep it in the fridge.
Yeah. What happens?
There?
Is it
go bad.
Yeah, is it some noxious gas?
I'm going to bring it in tomorrow.
Contained?
See what happens.
When my daughter Audrey was in town from New York, I knocked her glasses off the table and they shattered. I'm like, those are Prada. And she's like, no problem. $3. Bought them on the streets of New York. And she's telling me that her and her roommates, they're all fashion school kids, are getting really good at spotting really good knockoffs. So they buy like fake Coach bags, Gucci spelled with, I don't know, 2 Ks.
Well, Audrey needs to hook a girl up over here.
Yeah, tell her what you're looking for. That's what
pictures.
That's what they do for fun, is they look for really good knockoffs.
Yeah, Grant?
I was going to say, have you seen the ads for that cologne on the internet?
No, so it's a real thing? Like you've heard of it?
No, so basically, I think it's a scam, and it's guys, a bunch of cool guys telling a bunch of guys who aren't so cool, be like, hey, this cologne has pheromones in it, and basically any girl that smells it will be attracted to you, and it'll be like a sure thing. And these ads are like, the guy will spray the cologne on himself, and there'll be a girl there, and the girl will be like, oh my God. And it's like,
Yeah, the pheromones.
it's pheromones, basically, it's like the thing that comes out of your body that attracts
Like
other
your
people to
natural
you.
scent.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that. But yeah, apparently this is like a big thing on the internet, and I think it's a scam.
You've heard of this cologne?
I've seen the ads for it. Yeah,
For liquid panty remover?
No, not for that particular brand. It has like a classier brand online.
Ralph Lauren?
Yeah.
Yes, Nick?
I don't know what this says about my algorithm, but that's like every third ad I get on TikTok.
For liquid panty remover?
Yeah, like literally, and it gets the girls are like, oh my God, and then she describes something very, not appropriate for the air. So yeah, things are going great for me.
Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you, it smells good. I'll bring it in tomorrow. Like,
So maybe it's got pheromones that you're attracted to in
I'll
there.
post the picture. I'll post it. I took a bunch of pictures of it because I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what it was first time I saw
Better
it.
put it in the fridge right away. We don't know what happens when it's too long.
$40 for a knockoff is pretty expensive for that, right?
I don't know if it's not a knockoff, I guess. That's a brand.
Oh, really? Because I was going to say a regular bottle of
it's a
cologne's not
scam.
much more than that.
I think it's a scam, but I don't know if it's a knockoff. Also, you know what happened? So Friday, I went to the Lerner and Rowe golf tournament, right? So, big time lawyers, they do this, and they really do give back to the community. They've raised over $1 million on Friday, and they give it back to the community. They give it to Love Pup, they give it to Love Up. And when you golf there, when you sign up to golf, you get, like last year they had the VR glasses, and the year before they had the Oura Ring. This Friday, everybody that golf got a pair of the Meta Ray-Bans.
Oh my gosh, I saw on your stories, I saw your videos you were posting.
You do?
You know what's funny is I'm actually surprised that you haven't bought these already. Like, I'm wondering what's taking you so long.
Unless Grant hooks him up. He's
They're
not
the
gonna
glasses
Dutch
that
hooked them up for
record
me.
things for you, the Meta glasses.
Like this.
Ray-Ban
First of all,
ones.
when you have these on.
They were like advertised during the Super Bowl, remember?
So when you have these on, right? When I'm wearing them right now.
Those look cool.
If you could listen to the radio station, listen to the iHeart app, and it plays in your ears, and nobody else can hear it. It is
what?
that you guys just hear it. Just hit battery 100%.
No, I did not hear that.
And then that's what I'm saying. It's like if I double tap,
They look like spy
They're flashing.
glasses.
it flashes. So now I'm
No,
recording.
it was flashing, but
Oh, it
it's
was?
not
Can we do it
anymore.
again?
But
Oh,
you
you just
turned it
took a
on and then off
picture.
again.
I think I just took a picture of you guys. Hold on. There we go. So now I'm filming.
What? Those are totally spy glasses. Like, that's trippy.
They're a little
And-
small for your noggin.
Are they? Because there are two sizes. And this was the 2X.
That's the 2X?
Yeah.
I just feel like they're high up because of your headphones.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Because
I
I was
think
all
so.
excited because I thought they fit. But so right now, is it blinking?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to post this. This is me talking to you guys. And I'll be able to put that on.
Oh, now I see a little light blinking. Yeah.
Is the quality good? Do you know if the video it's recording
Well,
is
you saw
It was
decent?
pretty good
It was pretty
quality.
good quality,
Yeah.
Where does it go? It goes to your phone somewhere?
It goes to the Meta app, and then you transfer it to your gallery, and then you post it.
Huh.
Yeah. And then if I put on the music, it hits right in my ears perfectly.
So do you are you a fan of the glasses?
This is only the second time I put them on, so I don't really
So no,
use
not yet.
technology.
I mean, maybe they laughed at the Apple Watch when it first came out. Now, most people have it, so maybe the
Yeah.
Meta glasses are not far behind.
Actually, you know what's weird is if I'm filming right now, so you can see me talking to you guys. Now you can see me look at what I'm about to give away, the tacos and margaritas thing. So if you're watching this later, you'll be able to see exactly what goes on through my point
Oh,
of
you
view.
can see what
Oh,
you're
that's kind
seeing.
of cool.
I think that's what it is. You can see what I'm
Yeah.
seeing. So like FM, John Jane Rich, shoot us a text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. My wife and I were going to we do this thing on the weekends where we kind of walk to a couple different local coffee shops on Saturday and Sunday. And yesterday we're walking to a coffee shop and we're on the canal in the dirt. And I got another pair. So I got those Meta glasses, but I also got some Oakleys, some new Oakleys. And I'm kind of kind of new to the sunglass world.
This guy.
I think you're traumatized from when I was with you in L.A. and you tried on a pair, and the person working the store just looked at you, motioned for you to take them off, and shook his head no.
And then he took them off my head. He went, no, I don't think so. Well, the problem I don't like with sunglasses is that I always have a fear I'm going to lose them. I think sunglasses are so expensive, but I was at this golf tournament at Lerner and Rowe, and they gave everybody Oakleys, and they gave everybody the Ray-Bans. So I put on the Oakleys. And as I'm walking on the canal, I see this dude from far away running towards us, because people run on the canal all the time. He's running towards me. And with my glasses, I thought it looked like David Goggins. You know who David Goggins is, Kyle?
Yeah, he's been all over like headlines because he's in that one show and he brought back like old people hair, like the receding hairline or something.
No, that's Walton Gogggins.
Oh, not the same person?
No.
Far different.
No, that's funny because...
And the answer is no.
Because I was going to bring that up too. How many Goggins are there, right? So Walton Gogggins is a White Lotus.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not him. David Goggins is a Navy SEAL. And he's got these. Do you know who he is, Peyton?
No clue.
He is like
health guru.
He's like the third. I think he's the third black Navy SEAL ever, and he is shredded. He goes on 100-mile races, and he does. And like he's like you're bleeding from your toes and your knees. You keep going. Like anyway. I thought I saw him, and he's running towards me, and then I took off my glasses when he passed me, and it was him.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Does he live here?
He's got 12 million followers. I don't know if he lives here. And he follows no one. Like, he's such a badass.
His book's very inspirational.
Yeah, he's got a couple books.
It's like, no, you don't have any off days, any off minutes. You just get up and you go.
He seems stressed out.
So, you know the guy I went to Atlanta for, and I went to his house and did the cold plunge hot tub,
Yes.
Jesse Itzler?
Yeah.
One of the reasons David Goggins is famous, and Jesse Itzler is famous, because Jesse Itzler hired him to live with him for 30 days and train and live with a Navy SEAL. So he'd be in the meeting, and David Goggins would be like, we're going to do some pull-ups right now. And like he'd be in a suit and tie and have to do pull-ups. And it was a pretty popular book, and he's written a couple of books like that. So anyway, thought I saw him, and I was right. And when he passed me, I looked and I saw a tattoo on the back of his neck. So I Googled David Goggins tattoos, and sure enough, it was the tattoo. So I was all excited I saw him.
So you didn't stop him or be like, hey, David?
He was in the middle of a run, drenched in sweat. That dude probably would have killed me.
Yeah, I was going to say, from what you've explained about him, you try to stop him during a run, it's not happening.
I actually thought for a second, even Kemp, when I told Kemp, like all my kids are fans of this guy. I told Kemp, he was like, why didn't you turn around and start running with him? And I was like, yeah, I could have gone about 10 feet with him.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what if I could have run with him? And then started like that Rocky trend that everyone's running with David Goggins.
Or Forrest Gump, in your case.
That's what I was thinking, Forrest Gump. More Forrest Gump.
And I just kept running.
But my hip hurts. I went and got an MRI Friday.
Oh, yeah?
On your
What did
hip?
it say?
On my hip. Well, I haven't got the results back.
That's what would happen. You'd stop David Goggins, military SEAL, and just go, hey, I'd run with you, but my hip hurts. And then tell him the whole story.
Well, then I find out. So my son Dutch, I guess his friend that he goes to high school with, got an internship at his girlfriend's company, his girlfriend's dad's company, and his girlfriend's dad is like a famous motivational speaker, and they had David Goggins in town this weekend.
So now you know why he was here.
I know. It was, yeah. But I also don't know if he lives here because I also saw him at a Suns game one time. Anyway, I want to get into TV, but first I want to get into some TV. But are we taking this here? I thought you were patching. Yeah. Robin. Good morning, Robin. What's up?
Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm Robin from New Orleans.
Hey, Robin.
I just went to Jazz Fest. I got to see Lil Wayne and Dave Matthews the following day. It was really hot.
I'm jealous.
That's become the
Sounds
thing.
fun.
That Jazz Fest has become way more than just jazz, huh, Robin?
Oh, yeah. There's a nice genre of different music. That's what's so hard because they have the most popular bands playing at the same time to break it up. They had Babyface, Harry Connick Jr. on the same time frame as Lil Wayne. I'm like, well, I got to kind of say it with Lil Wayne because he's from here.
Isn't Harry Connick Jr. from there, too?
Yeah, he is. It was so packed you couldn't leave if you wanted to.
Did you have a question for Peyton?
Yeah, I did. I was curious if you came to New Orleans. I know you were saying last time we talked that you had a wedding or something close to Marty Gras.
Yeah, no, I haven't gone yet, but my cousin Shannon, she's getting married the week after Mardi Gras in 2026, so I'll be out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so still some time, but I'm so excited for that wedding because apparently it's going to be like off the charts, and my whole family is planning on going out the week before and going to Mardi Gras, and I'm like, I'm going to have so much FOMO. I'm like, Dude, Marty Gro? I've never been. Sounds like a hoot. So.
Yeah.
You definitely need to go to Jazz Fest. That should be on your bucket list next.
Okay.
'Cause the food and the culture, you get the jazz music, you get the good food. It's just, and then you even get the little Indian dancers. It's just, I like to call them the Mardi Gras dancers because you see them during Mardi Gras time. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun, good times.
Heck yeah. Well,
thanks,
maybe we'll
Robin.
have to connect when I'm out there in a year.
Mardi Gras is insane. I've been to Mardi Gras.
Have you?
It's insane.
Oh, I want to go so
I used to
bad.
have a saying where I would say, God will not let you into heaven as a man if you haven't been to Mardi Gras.
Really?
Yeah.
My whole family is going.
It was the most insane. I was there for 3 days. It was the most insane 3 days of my entire life.
I might have to check it out.
They light it up.
All right, Robin. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for taking my call. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, number one on Netflix.
You.
Oh, I was going to go with Havoc. No,
I
that's
think You's number one.
Yeah, it is.
Actually,
Well,
Havoc's number one movie. And You is number one. Have any of you guys watch Havoc?
I've never heard of it.
It's number one on Netflix for movies. It's with Tom Hardy because I'm going through a Tom Hardy phase right now because he's on Mobland on Paramount Plus, and Tom Hardy is freaking fantastic. If you like violence, just crazy violence for no reason, that's what Havoc is.
No, that sounds fun.
The first 5 minutes of Havoc is so insane as far as like how they shoot a movie. Like I'm like, how do they do that? Like it's just crazy. But let me just tell you real quick. You know how in a movie like it happened a lot in 1923 where let's say there's a shootout and somebody has, they're both out of bullets, you think, and then one has a bullet and it kills the other person. Havoc's like that, but instead of one bullet, they have 400. And they kill the person with 400. Every person dies over like hundreds of bullets.
Dang.
Like it's a very, very exciting movie. So I actually recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And how about you? Season 5, who finished it?
I did. I binged it in one day.
Oh, you finished it one day?
One day.
I'm on episode 5. I haven't finished it.
Same. Finished it yesterday.
What do you
What's
mean same? I
taking
didn't
you
finish it.
so long?
I said I'm on episode 5. You go, same.
I'm surprised you haven't finished it. Why haven't you?
I think because I ruined it by watching the last episode on Friday.
Oh yeah.
I
Why
watched
did
the
you do
episode
that?
because I thought season 4 sucked, so I didn't want to sit through all of season 5 and have it suck. So I went to watch the last episode. Remember, I came in, I told you guys, I said, "Here's where I think it goes," and so then I went back and watched the first episode, and I thought that's pretty good. And then I watched the second. There's some episode. I'm on a pretty important part of the show, and it's good. It's really
It is
good.
good.
Really good.
Satisfying.
But after watching the last episode, I don't think it's over. If they wanted to bring it back, they could bring it back.
Me and Kadeem actually went back and forth about this because I was not satisfied with the ending.
You weren't?
No,
I was.
I was not satisfied. I feel like I went through the same emotions that we went through in season 1. Like, I cried over Joe. I was like, I feel so bad for you, but he's so evil.
I did not feel bad for him.
I
no,
felt so bad. I fell back in love with Joe. I'm like, he's just such a romantic and a lover. But I'm like, he's just so troubled. But then also I know that he's so evil and he deserves everything that he
But
gets.
actually, the fact that you say that completely justifies the last line of the last episode.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that line.
I literally, that's what we went back and forth with. He was like, yeah, you're sick in the head. Like, the way that you're feeling right now, you're the problem. And I'm like,
Finally.
geez Louise. But I was not satisfied with the ending.
But
Really?
they could come back.
They could.
If
If
they
wanted
really
to.
wanted to.
Yeah, it's like
but
they said the final season, but
Oh, yeah,
I mean, he's not.
I think it's a good ending. for
I
it.
think we might get like a me. You know what I mean? Not a you.
It
but
could
a me.
be Dexter. They could flash forward, and his son could be the same kind of thing because they're kind of alluding to
Well,
that.
that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. I
If they
thought it was
both
pretty
did
good,
a
though.
So
sequel.
cute.
He's so cute.
Yeah, that's why, so was Darth Vader when he was a little kid.
Speaking of Darth Vader, I went and saw Revenge of the Sith. It was the 20th anniversary of that movie that came out. I took two of my boys to go see it and some of their friends. And that's great. That movie was number 2 at the box office, and it came out 20 years ago. It did 25.
Okay.
It did 25 million locally,
About
42 million globally. Isn't that
Oh,
nuts?
wow.
Jeez. So did they just re-release it for the 20-year
Yeah.
anniversary?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of like what Twilight did when they came out with their 10-year anniversaries. They just
Yeah, I guess so.
put them out or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It was really cool to go see this movie.
Like, when you see it in the big theater,
Yeah.
it's better than it was.
Yeah, because my kids have never seen it in the theater.
Oh, really?
If you think about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
They've only seen seeing it in theaters like a big deal.
Does the footage hold up?
Oh,
or
yeah,
does it
it's
look
fantastic.
old?
No, it doesn't look old at all. No, it's fantastic. Also, did you finish Dope Thief, Kyle?
No.
Oh.
No, because after I finished You, I actually started, there's this new show on Netflix right now. It's called Race for the Crown. And
Yes, I started it.
Yeah, because the Derby's this weekend. the Kentucky Derbies this weekend, and you have like all these like wildly outrageously rich people that own the horses racing for the crown. And so it's like, I'm sure the final, like, you'll see all these people leading up to this weekend, and then you'll see them actually racing at the Kentucky Derby. It's pretty, like, I didn't get too far in. Like, I'm still in the middle of the first episode, but it's like, it's fascinating to me already.
Did you see that other show that's top 10 on Netflix right now? I just saw the trailer for it, where it's like all Fear Factor stuff. They're trying to win $250,000, and they make this. They come out with a sandwich, and the sandwich has got a tarantula on it, and you got to eat it to get to the next level.
I would not be.
It's like it was like number 8 or number 9 on Netflix last night. So I'm like, yeah, I was sitting there thinking, would I eat a tarantula for $200,000? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
Actually, now that I think about it, if it was really like hard cash like that and they didn't take out any taxes or anything, I might do it.
Okay, but you don't win just for eating it. There's another level.
Yeah, see, no.
There's another level.
I'm not playing in the little twisted mind games.
No, yeah.